Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Way of the Brush with me, your host, Kris, aka the Name Butcher, aka Hey You Get Off My Lawn, aka Kris, you're being creepy again. Way of the Brush, the most informative 120 minutes on the internet on the wargaming lifestyle. We'll talk about painting, terrain, conversions, and everything under the sun, meaning no topics are barred. We'll talk about anything and everything. So, first-time viewers, be warned. And of course, if you're not able to attend live, you can ask your questions to Kris at wayofthebrush.com. It is in the description below. If you're going to send pictures, send them as attachments in the email. Don't send it off as links to other sites because I just won't do it and it's annoying and because ads and other crap like that, right? But anyway. So, again, but if you're attending live, you can ask your questions and comments and criticisms and whatever ism you're into, you can submit it in the chat. Also in the description below is a link to wayofthebrush.com. Central hub of all the cylinders has links to all the social medias as well as Discord. Discord's fantastic. Join us on Discord. Of course, all the links are down below. And of course, you'll also find a link for t-shirts. Want to get yourself a t-shirt? Look like a connoisseur of all that is good and holy in this world. They're wearing a Way of the Brush t-shirt. And of course, if you purchase yourself a shirt, send a picture of yourself in your shirt and I will add it to the Monkey Shrine, which is also at wayofthebrush.com. And of course, you'll find a link for Patreon. Patreon support. That's how I keep the lights on. That's how I keep this channel running. Keep paying for all these services that I got to keep freaking paying for. Patreon support is how it's going to happen, and a huge thank you to all my patrons who currently support me. We would not have made it this far without you, and so huge thank you to everybody who does. And of course, I have varying tiers of support, so whatever makes sense for you financially and what have you. A huge thank you to everybody who does and who stops by for a little while and what have you, right? Huge thank you. Of course, you're not able to support monetarily, i.e. money. You can also help me tremendously by liking the video, commenting, subscribing, following, sharing the video, all of that, all the engagement stuff. That all helps the video as well get pushed out to other viewers, and of course, you might reach somebody who is able to support monetarily, or who just really enjoys the work and oh yeah, check this guy out and whatever, right? All that other BS. Big thank you to Carl, aka Guymere Alfer, aka Beer and Blood Bowl. That's his YouTube channel. Check him out. We always say thank you to Carl, even though he's no longer with us, for taking the time out of his busy schedule to create the email jingles that play before the email segments of the show. So always much love to Carl. And of course, speaking of love, much love to my baby bro, Evan, for creating the intro, outro music that plays at the beginning and end of the show. So always much love to my baby bro, Evan. And of course, today is his birthday, so happy birthday to my baby brother. He's a baby. He's not a baby. He's bigger than me. Everybody tends to be bigger than me. Probably because I had bad habits when I was a kid. It stunted my growth. Not that I'm bitter about it at all. So always much love to my baby brother. Happy birthday. And of course, if you're into rare comics and such, check him out, EB Comics. The link is in the description. He might have what you're looking for. He's got rarities, and he's always posting new stuff. And so, yeah, check him out. If you're into that sort of thing, if you're into it. If you're not into it, well, then I can't help you. But if you are into it, he might be able to help you. It's all about helping hands. Ebb and Flow, sup everybody? Kevin Cabal. Hello, happening hobbyists, and happy Monkey Day. Happy Monkey Day. Who do you submit the request to have a holiday declared? Can we pick a day and make that Happy Monkey Day? Is that something we can do in whatever land, whatever monkeys? Can we make it a global thing? Do we go to the UN and declare, what is the date today? September 19th. National or International Monkey Day. Happy Monkey Day. Can we do that? Is that something we can do? It probably already is. Somebody's probably already done it. Chris Dilly. Greetings, Kris and monkeys. Greetings. Raziel. Yo. Sir Peanut Butter. Morning, Kris and peeps. Morning. James and Kent. Morning or afternoon, Kris and everyone. Afternoon. You know what I haven't done today? I have not done my usual check-in on the GW sides of things. usually, like, I usually get some sort of spam email from them early on in the day, and sorry, I got to look around my screen here. Oh, it's all the Lumineth stuff, eh? I think this was last week's pre-order, wasn't it? The dude floating on the rocks and the cow dudes. I like the big mountain cow thing, whatever that is. The big mountain cow. It's a mountain cow, in case you got to mount your cow. I don't know where I'm going with any of that, but anyway, yeah. Usually I get a spammy type of email from them. Oh wait, now am I getting it? No, I didn't get it. Now did I get it? No, I didn't get it. I am just making sure that all my stuffs are running properly, and it appears it is. So that is good. One of these things changed in this program, and so I was afraid that if I made these changes, the stream wouldn't show up on YouTube and blah blah blah. But it showed up just fine. Everything's fine. So, yeah, I might have to get. I do this stream through Restream. That's the company, and I've been doing it for years because years ago people asked, Kris, can we get this on Twitch? Kris, can we get this on YouTube? And everybody, it seems like there's more obviously people on YouTube watching this than there are on Twitch. But I figured, well, why not be accommodating? If you can accommodate people, why not, right? I don't bother doing this on Facebook or anything like that. Well, actually, to do three things at once requires the premium, and I've been considering the premium because maybe I would like to stream it to Facebook or Instagrams or I don't know. There's like a huge list of services that you can just stream this crap out to, and I thought it'd be kind of fun, just do it, right? Evan Belleau, December 14th is Monkey Day. Oh, there already is a Monkey Day? Okay, well, there we go. Evan Belleau. Now, is there a particular country, or is it like international? Like everybody observes International Monkey Day, like a day of monkeys, like, or is it? I don't know. I'm confused. Games and tables, paints in the pot. Kris on the tube. No shirt, no pants. I'm wearing a shirt. You have no idea if I'm wearing pants, but I'm wearing a shirt. It's this shirt today. Speaking of shirts, I need a new shirt. I think I'm gonna pick up some new Way of the Brush shirts because these ones are looking a little what's the term? Knackered. They're looking a little knackered, and yeah. So, and also too, we have the other one with the new design on the back. Yeah. So, and yes, Ghost. I know. I still haven't gotten to it yet. Happy No Shirt Saturday. Reziel, I just understand the direction they went with Lumineth. Mountain Cow Hammer Elves, not for me. Models are certainly mostly well done. Mostly well done? Is that like a steak? Beef steak, get it? Ha! Because they're cows? I see what you did there, Reziel. I get it. Anyway, I like them. They're cool. Do I like them enough that I'm going to jump into them? No, I still like my fishy blind elves, my blind fishy elves. I like those guys. Those guys are cool. And I like the big fish, and, it's crazy. It's crazy, and I'm into it. And, I dig crazy. Mountain cow elves? Sure, why not? That's crazy. Frickin' cow's got like a big mountain on his back. I mean, that's pretty kick-ass. And Teclis. Teclis is a fantastic-looking model. So I'm into it. I don't know if I'm going to jump into them, but I would not blame anybody who immediately saw those and said, fuck yeah, that's for me, because I get it, But I mean, also too, if I had unlimited resources that I could pay somebody to paint my models for me, and so that I could play with those models, but I don't like the idea of personally paying for model or paying for painting services only for me because, well, I paint, right? And but if I had an apprentice or two, you know what? Basically, if I had a sweatshop. Oh, what I could do if I had a sweatshop. Games and tables. Oops, wrong cone. Wrong account. Raziel, sorry, I just don't understand it. What, the mountain cow stuff? Yeah, well, It's Age of Sigmar, man. I mean, loosen your drawstrings. You know, kick back, enjoy the ride. I mean, Age of Sigmar. I mean, when was the last time that we had truly something mostly original-ish come out in this genre? It's been a while. Age of Sigmar, I mean, it's whatever they can make up, right? And, blind fish elves, murder snake elves, mountain cow elves, you know what I mean? We can get all these crazy ass ideas for, dwarf floating boat ship things, you know what I mean? Why not? It's all fun, and it all adds to the crazy ass universe, and, I dig it. I dig crazy in a lot of regards. In my games and girls. Anyway, Fire Drake 18. Man, that games and table guy is a weirdo. He stole my pants. Why, Fire Drake, is that you? Is games and tables you? Do you have aliases? Evan Belleau, unofficial international holiday. December 14th is Monkey Day, and it's an unofficial international holiday. Yeah? Oh, you're saying December 14th is... Oh, okay. So where do we go to get that declared? Do we have to go to the UN and get that ratified by the UN? Because, I mean, UN is just, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here. It has no teeth. It has no teeth, right? And, yeah. So, James Kent, who made the Techless Longhorn joke? Huh? Who made the joke? I didn't make a joke. Did you make a joke? I didn't make a joke. Fire Team, Eb gets it. He does. Oh, unofficial, yeah. Thermicus, morning everyone. Lawn is mowed. Low 80s in the temp outside with a nice northern breeze. College sports ball and painting minis later. A good day. That's a good day, yeah. And you know what? I agree, Thermicus. That is a great way to go about your day. Get the stuff on your honey-do list done nice and early. Get all your chores done, right? And then you can kick back, enjoy a game, maybe a beverage, sit down, enjoy some painting. And you know what? If you're really clever, you just bust out the tray, get a little thing of water, get a couple paints you're working on or assembling, whatever. Sit down, have that in front of you, have the game in front of you, and just putz away on it, And yeah, that's a good day. That's a good day. Of course, too, if you start really imbibing on the beverages, it makes you a little cloudy, and it doesn't make you as productive as you'd want to be. And of course, if the game's not going well, then it kind of puts you in a sour mood. And so, yeah. Which is why I don't have a lot of things in front of me when I'm working on, assembly or painting or anything like that, any of this stuff. I strictly just listen to music. That's it. I engage that part of my brain, and I let the rest of it all, work on things, right? And, for me, that works. I find it too distracting, podcasts, because then I'm trying to catch what they're talking about, so I'm consciously trying to listen to what they're talking about, or even if it was an audiobook, which I don't listen to. I don't listen to audiobooks. I'm old-fashioned in that regards. I prefer a good, solid, book in my hand. That's the mind for a book in my hand, not a giant ball sack. And having podcasts or even videos, TV shows, anything like that in front of me while I'm trying to do stuff, no, it doesn't work. I'll get too distracted, and you can't concentrate on it. So yeah. Raziel, I was corrected my typo. I didn't mean to restate. We have already discussed your potential Sith apprenticeship, Kris. Ringing of hands. My apprenticeship? Yeah, who would if I had a Sith name, that usually typically comes from the Sith Master. Who's my Sith Master? We don't know. He's in the shadows, or she is in the shadows. We don't know. Fire Drake 18, yes, you found my shape. Old Man Logan, hey ya Kris, happy Saturday with the little emote, the little monkey emote. This is a monkey emote, I don't apparently. Yeah. Grim, howdy monkeys. There's Grim. Hopefully Grim's doing well. I realize Grim, he's for anybody who doesn't know Grim, he's in Florida and getting some really wicked weather down there. Hopefully everything's okay for you, Grim. Evan Belleau, I just found out about it on Wikipedia. Celebrated since 2000. Really? Monkey Day has been celebrated since 2000, and I'm hearing about this now? I've only been doing this show since 2013, but we didn't get into the monkey thing until like a year or so later, I think. When everybody I think it was around, I'm pretty sure, at least this is the way it's been recalled to me, is that we started with the monkey thing, I think after the first giveaway we did. And anybody who's familiar with how I do the giveaways, they can be a little chaotic. And, it basically developed from that point. And that's why the viewers are known as the monkeys, because it got kind of hilarious when we did our first giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, it's been a while since I've done the giveaways. Come to think of it, I've been pretty lax on a lot of stuff. I've been pretty lax. Just been busy keeping up with other stuff. I'm trying to stay ahead of a few projects here. And yeah, so speaking of projects, we've got, this is a 10-part video. I was actually working on this guy on Twitch yesterday, getting projects done. Just did the holster, the eye lenses, and the handle of his sword. But 10 parts on this guy. So fresh tips videos, there are 10. It's going to be a 10-part series. I think the first 4 are up now, I think, maybe. One of them is patron only, so you have to be a patron to see it. And yeah, it's fun. He's still not really done. There's just a few odds and ends. There's some cleaning up I want to do. There's a few things to finish off. I think maybe I will. I don't know. And then of course the base. And I had an idea for doing the base, but I don't know if I'll do it. Just because, basically, reasons. Just reasons, And then of course the other project. I hinted on this on Discord yesterday. I posted this on Discord. I'm going to start working on this. So actually, I might actually start get this guy done. Yeah, because I really want to get this piece done. So, yeah. Never finished my Eldrad. There's still a bunch of projects on my desk, and then of course I've got other projects that have come in, and I can't show you guys though. They're secret. They're secret projects. Where am I? Fire Drake 18, Darth Monkulus? That sounds like Humunculus. I don't want to be Humunculus. Grim, a lot of rain. But every storm has turned away from my area thus far. If push comes to shove, I'm ready for no power though. Really? Wow. So you're freaking ready, man. Are you waiting at your door with a shotgun? Do you have a 2 in the chest, 1 in the head kind of rule at your place, Grim? I don't know. You are in Florida. The patron state of batshit crazy. Hail bop, heyo, heyo. Razia, whoa, there needs to be a Wave the Brush documentary. By the way, Kris, how dare you not choose Ravenwing? Come on, Ravenwing, that's solid black. That's just solid black. And if I was going to do Ravenwing, I'd want to use those Dark Angel bits. I've seen a few people turn those new bikes into Ravenwing, and I don't know if I have Dark Angel bits. I thought I did have a sprue of them somewhere. I don't know if I have the wings, though. And in a pinch, I probably could have used Blood Angel wings, but I think most hardcore 40k fans would know the difference between Blood Angel wings and Dark Angel wings. And I'm sure everybody would just be up in arms about me using Blood Angel wings to represent Dark Angel wings. I know, as silly as that sounds. But yeah, Ravenwing, yeah, I mean, like, I would want to do it properly if I was going to do it in, Ravenwing form. But it's solid black. It's solid black, mostly, like, it's like 88% black, 10% white elements, and then 2% red, or yeah, it's usually red. But you know what I mean? Like, it's, whereas the Black Templar, I mean, I chose gold trim on the shoulder pads. I figured because Primaris Outrider, he's an Outrider, and it's a Sarge, and reasons, right? And also too, I did the Maltese crosses on both arms, because all the artwork I found showed that the Maltese cross is on both arms. I was gonna do, like the tactical symbol, or I think it's supposed to be the assault symbol for the bikers. I was gonna do like Maltese cross and the assault symbol, but I guess the Maltese cross works for the assault symbol anyway, right? Because it's a cross. So yeah, but anyway, I chose Black Templar just because I was working in black at the time, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna go Raven Wing, Raven Guard, or Raven Wing. Raven Guard? Yeah, Raven Guard's the other one, right? That's Raven Guard's the chapter. Raven Wing is the company, and then the Black Templars. I went Black Templar. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I'm doing it Black Templar. I've already done it Black Templar. There's no going back now. Well, we could go back, but we're not. Anyway. Hail Bop. Shoot the storm. Tell it to get off your lawn. Drop a nuke on the storm? Drop a nuke on a hurricane? Is that the route we're going to go? Grim, I'll borrow my brother's hunting rifle and claim I'm aiming to shoot out the eye of the storm. They won't see that one coming. I jest, of course. Oh, you jest. Oh, you jest, do you? Greg Gurman, episode 314. Kris's own private Pi Day? Pi Day? P Day? PI Day? Chris and monkeys. Hey, Greg. Kris's own private Pi Day? Like pi? 3.14? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to recite it all. I don't even know pi to like the 10th decimal place. I'm kind of surprised I even pulled it that far. Pulled out. Raziel, nah, it happens all the time. I use Sanguinary Guard stuff on the Dark Angels all the time. Ravenwing commonly have white, gold, silver, burgundy, red, brown, dark green, etc. For Raven Guard? For Ravenwing? Where's the gold? And burgundy and red. Well, burgundy and red are sort of close, and brown. I mean, if you want to get technical, you're starting to hit that realm as well. Dark green. Dark green on Ravenwing? Where's the dark green on the Ravenwing? Is the arm the chapter arm? Is it green and white? Is that it? I thought it was black. I thought they were solid black. Come on. You're gonna make me look this up, aren't you? Oh my god, here we go. We're looking this up. We're doing it. We're doing it live. Raven Wing. Fuck, I spelled it wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Images. Okay, well, yeah, they got all sorts of crazy. This gold, okay, yeah, like the gold on the wings, okay. But I've seen the Outrider. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, see? Okay, hold on. Let me switch this over. I don't know who did this. This one here. Oh, shoot. It's from Twitter. There we go. Bang. Right? Can we all see that? Yeah, we can all see it. I don't know who this is, but there we go. We got the Raven Wing symbol on the bike and the wings on the back. And this is the same dude I did. Oh, yeah, he's got gold. What's the color on the knee? I don't know what that's about. Anyway, yeah, if I was gonna do it, this is how I'd want to do it. Even with the raised icon on the bike is actually kind of cool too. But who is that? Ashes of the Imperium. No, they're saying it's pretty cool, so I don't think it's there. So I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. So whoever did it, good job on doing it. But yeah, I was quickly looking here. Oh yeah. I guess there's because I mean, like some of the Ravenwing were wearing cowls. Cowls. Oh, here we go. Wait, here's another one. Oh, this is a good one too. Ooh, look at this. I like this. Where are we going here? Oh, where's this taking me? Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay. Yeah, we'll go this one. I like this one too. This is a good one. And it's primarily black. He went with the gray black, with the red bolt casings and the red symbols on the arms and the red sword, and he's got the wing on the back. I don't have those wings on the back, so I would not have been able, or the wings on the handlebars. It feels a little forced on the handlebars. I think he probably could have done them on the upper facet. That you see how the face that has the belt, the magazine belt, where he's basically attached the wings. I think he could have went up that next facet. Now that would have probably had a curvature in there, but I'm sure he could have planed that edge to match, so either it sits kind of upright or the angle outwards. I think that would have looked cool. Or I don't know. I guess that's fine as well. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward paint job. It's nice and clean. You know, nothing difficult about it. Not to say it's not a good paint job. It's a good paint job. I like it. I like to work on his chest eagle thingy. But yeah, I don't know who this was. Let me see here. Can I find out who this was? This was a Reddit post from... No, it's in the Unforgiven. Who posted this? OG Wizard? OG Wizard. Good job. OG Wizard in Reddit. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with any of this shit. But Ravenwing. Ravenwing would be cool. If I do another bike, which I'm not saying I will, but if I do, which I'm not saying I will, but I might, what chapter should I do? Because I'm not going to do another black one. I've already done one black one. I'd rather do like an Imperial Fist or Blood Angel or, you know, like a yellow red. Something not terribly commonly seen. Terribly commonly seen? Is that even proper grammar? Something along those lines. You know, if I do another bike, which I probably will, because I have another bike that's mostly assembled, and it wouldn't be nothing to finish assembling it. I'm not going to do it in sub-assemblies. I'm just going to glue it all together and paint it just like I did the last one. But I'll do it in like another chapter color. Because I know a lot of people out there really, you know, well, how do I paint a Bludgeon? How do I paint a Imperial Fist? How do I paint this? How do I paint that? You know, and which is why I was kind of considering doing all the Assault Marines or the Assault Intercessors, whatever, in different chapter colors, and you know, going about them that way, just to you know, show some different stuff and, you know, keep it interesting. Just paint each one just like a different, because there's like, I think, what, 10 in the box, so I could probably do 10 chapters. Would they be probably maybe 1 or 2 videos? Maybe it'd be like a week of per chapter kind of thing. Salamander. Ooh, a salamander bike. Okay, I'm with the fires and stuff like that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, das ja. Anyway, shit, where am I? Rezia. Nope, that's a Johnny Chop Shop. I lost my mojo. Did someone see it? No, I didn't see him. I'm lost. Rezia, but I just had to rib you. Oh, of course. DCHS Night. Anyway, Pi Day, March 14th. Pi Day is March 14th. Yes, Pi. 314. Gotcha. And then blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I don't know the Pi all the way, but yeah. Jeffers, episode 314, The Quest for More Pie. I love it. That's clever, Jeffers. That's clever. And you know what? Clever should always be rewarded. And you win, Jeffers, for now. Unless, of course, somebody thinks of something better, or, I don't know. I was trying to think of, like, from Starship Troopers, you know, I need a new sergeant. You're it until you're dead, or somebody comes along who's better. The Quest for More Pie. I love it. That's great. It's kind of highbrow yet lowbrow at the same time, and I'm into it. You know, because Kris is all about high and lows, uppers and downers, and then chasing the dragon. Reziel, their primary is solid black, but they often have small details, robes, etc. Yeah. Well, I've seen some other Ravenwing from the old kits, and I saw some of them wearing their cowls and stuff like that. I didn't think the Ravenwing wore the cowls, because I thought the whole cowl thing was the inner circle. Like, the Dark Angels, like, you know, as they are, like, do all Marines get the cowls? Like, I don't know. The lore changes all the time, right? I mean, back in the day, the Deathwing had more of a Native American type vibe, and now it seems to be, you know, Ixnay on the out of American A. Connor L, you just had to stream the day I work. At least it's during my lunch break, I guess. Hey, man, Connor, I'm sorry, buddy, but, you know. It's not like this should be a surprise, man. It should be in your calendar. Like, for years, I've been doing this at Saturdays at 12. Well, not on Saturdays, because sometimes if I miss a Saturday, then I'll do it the following day, before, whatever. But usually, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. All the time. Regular as clockwork. I sit at my computer watching the clock change to 12 o'clock. Then I hit it, and I smash that button. I smash it with everything I've got. I've gone through like 10 keyboards just in the last month. Reziel, I actually do my Ravenwing Aquila's a light bone color usually. I am solidly waiting for an official kit for Ravenwing myself. I don't want to force the bits either. Yeah. I'm sure that GW, when the bike comes out as a kit, whenever that is, probably sooner than later, they'll release a kit that goes alongside it, and it'll probably be like little booster packs. So you know how they did like the intercessors, and then you can get like the Imperial Fists and Dark Angels, all those extra little sprues in the blister packs. I'm sure they'll do the same thing for the bikes, or probably like the aggressors, and you know what I mean, like so that you can modify them up to match your chapter. I'm sure they'll do it, and if they don't, I mean, that seems like a huge miss. You know, it seems like a lost opportunity for GW to make a buck, which, you know, it seems like right now they're all about making the dollar, right? So, I mean, everybody's about making the dollar right now, because, I mean, nobody's spending, right? Everybody's trapped inside. Well, not trapped, but should be inside. Should be limiting how often you're going out. James Kent, a White Scar bike, just for contrast. But I seen Cult of Paint, Andy and Henry. They had put out a tutorial not too long ago. Shortly after, I think the box set came out, they did a White Scar, and they did a fantastic paint job on that, of course. And you know, it's been done. It's been done. I'd rather do something that is on the less trodden path, right? And yeah, so that's the only reason I would do it. Is like come on, anybody who knows me knows I do not like repeating myself, and knows that I don't like doing what other people have already done, especially if somebody's done it well, right? And yeah, Cult of Paint, they did a video, White Scar, the Outrider bike, and it looks fantastic, and it's such a crisp, clean paint job that, you know, I mean, all I'm going to do is show you, you know, how to make it look all fucked up and weathered and, you know, rusty and bullet holes and, you know, stuff like that. I mean, you know, right? Whereas, you know, doing something other chapters, right? Hell, do one Howling Griffin. How would you do one Howling Griffin? I don't. Now that I'm thinking about it, how would I do it in Howling Griffin? I don't even know. Because would it be bifurcated this way along the bike, like down its axis, or this way down its side? Right? Yeah. I don't know. Thinking about it now. Maybe I will do one Howling Griffin. Maybe. It's not like Howling Griffin. I should do Crimson Fist too as well. But anyway, yeah. See, again, there's so many chapters, and of course we can just make up something as well, right? You know, paint the bike entirely in rainbow. Why not, right? Why not? Reziel, do Blood Angel. You rarely see their bikes. Rarely? Yeah, do Blood Angel? I thought I've seen the bike done as a Blood Angel though, but I don't know if anybody's done it on YouTube. I think it was just like an Instagram thing. I think somebody did a Blood Angel. I can't remember. It's pretty common, right? But it's kind of the big four. It's Ultramarines, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, and Space Wolves, right? And there's lots of those floating around. You know, I'd rather do some of the secondary, tertiary type of chapters that are popular or well known, but you know, don't get a lot of love. Crimson Fist, right? Crimson Fist is probably close to a secondary chapter. They're not a primary chapter that gets a lot of attention, even though they're on the box art twice now, right? So, or not twice, but once. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with any of that, but SIA Art History. Hi, Kris. Hi, everyone. Finally made it. Had to walk the doggo. Well, you gotta walk them doggies, and because otherwise they'll poop in the house. Simple as that. Yeah. Giant Shop, Way of the Brush, episode 314. I don't know where we're going with this. Right? We don't know. DCHS Night. Hot Rod Flame Job. Oh, on the bike. I was like, huh? Hot Rod Flame Job. Is that a thing? Right. Yes, on the bike. Right. Yeah, I mean, we could even do something completely made up and just go for total over-the-top look. And you know what? Now that I'm saying it, I'm kind of getting fired up about that, you know? Make it look metallic red with flames and, you know, big neon green flames. Just something completely garish. I'm in it. I'm into it. I'm into it. I like it. Aaron Seach, Legion of the Damned, black with the Ghost Rider look would be badass. Yeah, see, I initially had that idea of going for a Ghost Rider look or Legion of the Damned. But if I was going to do something like that, kind of kick-ass, I'd want to do it right. I'd want to do the rider. And have him have the bones and everything like that on him, and the bones on the bike or the flames on the bike. I was even thinking of sculpting flame on the bike, and I was even thinking, I know, obviously, like as crazy as this is, sculpting the bone onto the armor, so that But I don't know. So many projects. I mean, these are all really fun ideas, and I don't really sit down and do that much free-form type of stuff. I usually have kind of a plan and schedule in place, and I move through my things. And right now, like I said, I have a project on my table right now. I can't show you guys what it is. Well, I'm not going to show you guys what it is. And yeah, I want to get it done. Another one is like my Jane Czar. I want to get to work on my Jane Czar. I got to finish my Eldoret. I got to finish my Relic Blade. I got to finish. Man, I even got to finish my Noise Marine. I got to finish my Noise Marine, for God's sakes. I have some Kingdom Death I want to get to. I got my Ideneth Deepkin to finish. I got all sorts of stuff on the go, man. Now I'm starting to get stressed out just thinking about it. Jeffers, hooray! Do I get pie? Yes, you do. You get pie. What do I win? Another beer. Fire Drake 18, a Salamander bike would be hot, or Legion of the Damned painted like Ghost Rider, or combining the two. Nice title. Yeah, Salamander bike painted like a Legion of the Damned, like with actual sculpted flames. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'd dig it. I'd dig it. I'm into it. I don't know if I don't really do a lot of sculpting, but I have been playing a lot with green stuff lately, and just almost looking at some old projects that I did with green stuff, and I'm like, damn, if I knew then what I know now, kind of thing, right? And yeah. Rezia, you should do Sons of Medusa. Sons of Medusa? I love that scheme. Sons of Medusa. The green and, don't they look like salamanders? Don't they? Sorry, I gotta look around my keyboard here, or my screen here. Sons of Medusa. Did I spell that right? Nope, not even. Oh, they're kind of a bright green with the white. You know what? Sons of Medusa? Yeah, because you see some of them have white helmets. And you know what the scheme reminds me of? And I'm sure some of you are screaming at your screens right now, telling me you know exactly what I'm going to say. Okay. Do you know what the Sons of Medusa scheme reminds me of? It's old school. So all of you old school people are going to know what I'm talking about here. But that really bright green with the black accent and the white helmet, and It's from back in the day. It's the 80s. It's an 80s thing. If you were an 80s kid, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll give you guys a second here. Jeffers could chaosify the bike. Could totally chaosify the bike. Yes, totally. I have a bunch of chaos bits. They're old school chaos bits, so I don't know if they'd fit with the current aesthetic of how chaos looks though these days. They would be kind of big and blocky kind of thing, I think. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Like the big spikes and stuff like that. I think it'd be better to use something more like Terminator spikes for the spikes on a bike. Spikes on a bike. It wouldn't be too difficult to swap out the torso either, because the torso just glues right into place. But the legs, you'd have to carve the legs out, put chaos legs there. And also, too, it's a Primaris dude, so, you know. Yeah. Come on, Reziel. I'm an 80s kid, but drawing a blank. Come on. Come on. One of you guys, come on. None of you guys can get this. Sons of Medusa, the color scheme for Sons of Medusa. Do a quick search on Sons of Medusa. And that color scheme does not remind you of something from way back in the day. From the 80s. It was a cartoon. There we go. I'll give you another hint. It's a cartoon. DCHS Knight, Space Sharks. Yeah. Rogel Sean, do a Crimson Fist. Yeah, that's something. Maybe another bike is a Crimson Fist. Because, you know, make it all, I don't know. I don't know if I'd go for the same weathering look. Maybe I'll do a different weathered. Or maybe I'll do a pockmarked surface on the entirety rather than, you know, the weathered kind of rusty, scrapey kind of look. Different ways of, because there's many different ways of doing weathering, right? It's not just one way of doing weathering. There's many ways to do it. Trencher 1375. Hey. If you are going for a Ghost Rider look or Legion of the Damned, then Puppets War sells flaming skull heads. Do they? That's kind of cool. I've already bought some Puppet War stuff recently. I bought some heads that I'm going to use for conversions. I just haven't gotten around to it. Again, another project I haven't even started yet. There's projects on the back of my brain, on the back burner, I want to get to, but yeah, I just haven't gotten to them yet. Yeah. Voice of the Emperor, dem bones, dem dry bones. Trencher 1375. Relic Blade is something I would like to get into, but nobody would play it over here. All you need is one other person to play it with you. You know, just one person, and then just get together and game. It's a fun game, and it's you know, it's one of those games that you can just kind of sit down and, you know, hammer out, play a couple hours. You know, it doesn't require a lot of your time. Doesn't require a big investment in table, or, you know what I mean. Like, it's really good. Tippity Toppers Relic Blade models are such a good time. They are. They're fun sculpts, and, you know, yeah. Rezio, they're brighter green yet. Sophie, wow! Hey, Kris, and hey, monkeys, hey. Trencher 1375. I always liked Sons of Medusa's painting scheme, but my friend played Beltan Eldar. Rezio, Lex Luthor Power Armor? No. Legion. What about Rogue Trader Salamander paint scheme? That looks funky and is very eye-catching. The Salamander paint scheme from the Rogue Traders, from like back in the day? How is it that much different than what it was? I don't know. Fire Drake 18. Turtles? No, not turtles. Come on, kids. God damn it. Okay, nobody gets this? Nobody gets this. All right, I'm going to tell you. It's from G.I. Joe. The character's name is Sci-Fi. He was on the G.I. Joe side. Sci-Fi. Look up G.I. Joe Sci-Fi. Hold on here. G.I. Joe Sci-Fi. Yeah. That's the Sons of Medusa. Okay, it's silver, not white. But yeah, type that in, look it up. There's gonna be a huge spike in searches. Google's gonna be like, what the hell's going on here? G.I. Joe, back in the day, G.I. Joe. And the character name was Sci-Fi, like sci-fi, like, you know, the genre. Rezia, I know that guy. Oh, you know that? Oh, you know that guy, do you? Then you would have picked up on that right away. That's the color scheme. The Sons of Medusa, it's Sci-Fi from G.I. Joe. Within that theme, okay, here we go. Who can do this? And you know what? Yeah, who can do this? Take a G.I. Joe color scheme and translate it into something 40K-ish. Chaos, whatever. Tyranids, whatever you want. but take a color theme from a G.I. Joe character. It doesn't have to be just G.I. Joe. It could be Cobra as well. But right, take that color scheme and translate it. Hail Bop. There we go. There's my man. Hail Bop's on it. Challenge accepted. There we go. You gotta send me pictures though. It doesn't have to be, award-winning paint job. Just a good, clean, good paint job. Just a good, clean paint job. That's all we're looking for. We're not looking for, super gradient blends and HD 4K, display standards. And, Like, we're not looking for that kind of crap. Make a squad that looks like the G.I. Joe, like especially like if you do the original, like Roadblock and Duke and Scarlet and the Snake Eyes. Those are like the original G.I. Joes. Yeah. Anyway, oh hell, I lost where I am in this damn color scheme. I read that word, color scheme. Fire Drink 18, Dino Riders? No, not Dino Riders. Come on, don't eat that Dr. Barber. Rogo Sean, weren't salamanders yellow and wiggly black lines? Yeah, they were, weren't they? I think they were. They had like more like a desert kind of thing going on. Yeah. Old Man Logan. Meh. 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 Trencher 1375. This silver threw me off. Yeah, okay, yes. But in the cartoon, he was white. When you saw him in the cartoon, he was white. Like the elements on him were white. I didn't say it was an exact translation. It's what it reminds me of. But yeah, Scarlet actually would make a really like Scarlet from the cartoon. Look at G.I. Joe Scarlet from back in the day, her color scheme. That'd actually make a really cool color scheme, even for Imperial Guard or anything really. You could do that for Necrons. It's a really faded camo green with the khaki, and then she has the red elements, like the hair is red. I don't know what color her feet are though. What color are her feet? I'm looking up all sorts of G.I. Joe shit here. Big freaking kid. I'm talking original G.I. Joe. I'm not talking about the new shit either. I'm talking about the original cartoon, man. The cartoon. Come on. I'm talking about the cartoon. Oh, man. Where am I? Legion. The Rogue Trader one is definitely different. It's yellow and black. Yeah. Yeah, because there's the big follow page. Where's my Rogue Trader? Oh, it's buried under that shit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's a big page, and it's got like all the color schemes of Space Marines. Yeah, I didn't realize it was salamanders, and there was that they had that khaki, orangey brown going on with the black stripes, right? Yeah, yeah. Anyway, Raziel, do chuckles. I do chuckle. Fuck you talking about? Do chuckles? You do chuckles. The challenge was for you guys, not me. Parker Jr. I don't even remember him. You don't remember him? Sci-fi? Man. What kind of nerd are you? You lost nerd points on that one, buddy. He's probably like, yay, I lost nerd points. I'm not fucking nerd. Hail Bop. I'll do it with Scions next month for Halloween. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, do Scions in varying G.I. Joe schemes. I'd like to see a unit. A unit in G.I. Joe. There we go. Oh, that all rhymed. Tippity Toppers could do an Eldar Farseer as Commander, Cobra Commander, since they have that rounded visor mask. Yeah. Yeah, dude, Cobra Commander, man. You really, it's really quite straightforward. That kind of Prussian blue silver mask with red elements. Like a big red element on the chest, or like if the Wraithbone armor was painted in red, with everything else being the blue, and then you had that silver mask. Yeah, for the Spirit Seer. The Spirit Seer is perfect for it. The new one. Oh, frick! I can't bend that. There we go. Yeah. This guy, I can't remember what the hell he's called. Yeah, Spirit Seer. But yeah, if you did him primarily in blues with the mask in silver and his Wraithbone armor on his chest in red, total Cobra Commander. Man, I can't even speak. Can't even talk. Anyway. Aaron Seach. Eldar or Harlequin paint scheme in the colors of Cobra Python Patrol would be badass. Look it up. Cobra Python Patrol? I'm not familiar with Cobra Python Patrol. That sounds like a kid's show. Cobra Python Patrol. Did I even fucking take that? Oh, Jesus. Holy shit, that scared the shit out of me. Who's following? Who's following? Who goes there? What is that word? Aptifine? Aptifine? Aptifine painting? Thank you for the follow, Aptifine. Okay, wait. I was looking for that word. Oh, you know what? I should just copy and paste it. I'm an idiot. Fuck, where is it now? Aaron, I lost it. Okay, there it is. Cobra Python Patrol. There we go. There we go. Go. Cobra Python Patrol. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, the gray and yellow with the red mask. That's pretty cool, too. Like, even Wraith units in that color scheme would look cool. The gray and yellow with the black elements on the hands and then the red helmet. That would look cool. I agree. I'm not familiar with these ones. These ones, I like. Oh, the old versions. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking at freaking G.I. Joes now. And you all know, I'll probably end up buying a G.I. Joe. I'm just looking up G.I. Joe stuff already. Oh, I remember that. Because I used to have the one that used to be the SR-71, that big Cobra plane. I used to have that. And the Tomcat. I used to have the Tomcat as well. I used to have a bunch of G.I. Joes. Bunch. Anyway, where am I here? I'm skipping some of these comments here. Jeffers, knowing's half the battle. It is half the battle. But what's the other half? The battle is also the other half. Reziel, that does it. We need 40k, Tomax, and Zaymot. Yeah. Trencher 1375. Honey, why is Scarlet from G.I. Joe feet in your search history? No, she wouldn't ask that. She would know exactly why. I don't even know if she goes into my search history anymore. She's like, oh no, I can't even go there anymore. Her face will just melt like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, looking at my search history. She's run. Yeah. Johnny's Chop Shop, Way the Brush, episode Knowing is Half the Battle. The Barfing Sheep, I have arrived. Hello, monkeys and Kris. Hello, Barfing Sheep. Rezio, also G.I. Joe names, like, who thought Lady J was a good choice? Lady J? Why? What's wrong with Lady J? I don't know what's wrong with Lady J. I mean, you know, you're gonna have to explain that one to me. I don't understand why that one is funny, but okay. Fire Drake 18, come back sci-fi when you were a main character. Razia, Cobra Bats. Yeah, Cobra Bats. I remember Cobra Bats. Those would be cool. Yeah. David Vega, Cobra Army done already on Heavy Metal. Oh yeah? Send me a link. On Discord or whatever. Send me a link. Or email it. Whatever. James Kent, if my wife said she was going to on Python Patrol, I would be concerned. I would think that was a lead up into a pretty fun evening, I think. So if she looked you square in the eyes. Well, I guess if she was going out and she said she was on Python Patrol, then I guess, yeah, you would be concerned, right? Because, I mean, if she's like, if she was taking you by the hand and, you know, you're heading up or to your whatever, right? and she's on Python Patrol, then it sounds like a fun evening. But if she was heading out the door and she said, "Yeah, I'm on Python Patrol," all right. And if you're any kind of cuck, then yeah. Oh shit. No fucks given. The best Cobra line of models were the Dreadnoks. Yeah, a bunch of Cajun Kunas, Bayou Billy types that may or may not include one or two Uncle Brothers. Yeah, I remember those ones. Yeah. Aaron C. I was thinking more of the snakeskin paint scheme for the vehicles for Python Patrol. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a literal translation. I'm just talking the color scheme inspiring the color scheme onto something else, for whatever models you're painting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be, G.I. Joe to Space Marines. It doesn't have to be that literal, if that's literal. It could be, Age of Sigmar. It could be, War Machine or Relic Blade, or, you know what I mean? Like, just taking those colors and how they're arranged and then transferring it to a model that would be, somewhat appropriate. Like, for example, taking that color scheme, and I'm looking at this Relic Blade model here. She's already got the red hair, and doing Scarlet, her color scheme on her. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Why not would be fun, right? Where the hell am I? Old Man Logan. I still have the Mobat. The Mobat? What's the Mobat? I don't know what the Mobat is. Fire Drake Serpentor had a cape as flying chariot. He was so cool. Okay. Aaron Siege. A couple of years ago, Adepticon, there was an Infinity player that did his whole Ariander army as G.I. Joes. Oh, did he? Oh, damn. That's cool. Trencher 1375. Lady Jane was my favorite female G.I. Joe. Right. I don't get why it's funny though. What was funny about it? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Old Man Logan. Lady BJ would have been a bad choice, but Lady J not so much. Oh, is that why? Because Lady BJ, Lady J, now it's kind of a stretch. Raziel, Kris, a Lady J is a device a woman can use to attach to her lady parts and make peeing more possible on the move. Huh? Did that come out before G.I. Joe or after G.I. Joe? Because if it came out before G.I. Joe, then yeah, that's hilarious. If it came out after, well, then they just took the name. I had no idea. A lady J is the P thing. No, see, I had no idea. See, I'm not really with it. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. 173rd Airborne. I love this channel. I love the fact you keep in hardcore manly with the mustache, not like other soy boys who are dyeing their hair and beards pink, purple, and shit. Soy boys? Again, I'm not with it. So what's a soy boy? I don't know what a soy boy is. That's not a term I throw around. Is it an insult for somebody who views themselves as a manly man and call them a soy boy, and you're gonna be in a tussle? Is that what it is? Do people still square up like this? Do people still square up? I don't know. Fire Drake 18, Lady J, weed lady. She's a weed lady, or is that who your weed lady is? And you call her Lady J? Oh, like Lady J? No, it would be Jane though, wouldn't it? I don't know. I think we're really stretching pretty far here. Trencher 1375. Never heard about that, Reziel. Wow, I've heard of it. I've heard of the thing that helps ladies pee while standing up. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know how well they sell, because I don't know if a bunch of girls out there are, that's something that they need in their bag when they're out in the day. And god damn it, I just gotta hang a piss, and she's pissing on a fence kind of thing. I don't know. I just don't know. Again, I used to be with it. SIA Artistry, LMAO. Rezio, I always like Destro. Kris, look up Ali Viper. Somebody should try that. Screw you, I'm not looking up any more funny names because I'm going to end up on Pornhub or something. Ali Viper. Oh my god, no. Alright, I'll look up Ali Viper. Screw it. Let's live down. It's not like I'm displaying my search results here anyway. Oh, wow, that's a fun scheme. That's bright. The orange and blue. Yeah, that's pretty bright. It's all right. I think if they pull it, I don't know if they should have went with the black elements. I mean, if you're going to go for the color scheme, and that was one of the color schemes, and that was one thing that you were fond of way back in the day, then obviously by all means, do it. But yeah, that's even far from me. And Kris likes himself some bright color schemes, but man, that's freaking bright. I don't know. He's a pretty cool G.I. Joe though. He's got a little flip up thing. He's got a flippy thing. The thing about the flippies. Words escape me. A visor. Fucking visor, Yeah. Anyway, gotcha. Hail Bop. Okay, Kris, do you want the Scion Joes to be a squad, or should I do go whole hog and do 25 power level force? Well, that's entirely up to you, Hail. But if you went full hog, anyway, if you went full on like that and did a bunch of Scions and they were all painted like G.I. Joes, like different G.I. Joes, yeah, that might earn a prize. I would have to reward that kind of intensity. I would feel compelled. What is the reward? Let's talk about the reward when the project's done. So if you went 25 power level with Scions, do them in a G.I. Joe color scheme, yeah, I don't know. A get started box, is that would that be worth the effort? Get started box? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Jeffers, I did Starscream Tau Commander. Oh, did you? Did you? Send a picture or post it on Discord. Jeffers, you're on Discord, aren't you? Post it on Discord in the completed. It doesn't have to be the best picture, but yeah, if you did it, yeah, send a pic, man. That'd be freaking awesome. I don't know if I've ever done taking a color scheme from a toy line and imported it. I'm sure maybe subconsciously I did, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any time I've done it. And now I'm thinking that I might have to now. Like I just said with the Relic Blade model there, my little elf, do her as Scarlet. That'd be kind of fun. I'm thinking maybe I might do her. I might do her like Scarlet. There's a sentence for you. I might do her like Scarlet. You sound like a really huge fucking nerd. Oh man, I totally do her if she was like Lady Jane. Oh, you gotta get the side count. So I'm gonna just totally do her like she was Scarlet. Oh shit. Iron Addict. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Iron Addict. Oh man. Reziel, yes, a Lady J is an old outdoor peeing device. But was it created after G.I. Joe or was it created before G.I. Joe? Because if it was before G.I. Joe, then that's really hilarious. But if it was afterwards, then, it's possible that, they were influenced by that name, right? I don't know. I don't know how many girls out there really need to pee standing up. Like, I'm sure for convenience factor, I'm sure, it would help. But there's also all sorts of dangers associated with being able to pee up standing up as well. So, I don't know how we go from G.I. Joe to peeing, but all right, Lady J. Old Man Logan, Mobat is the tank. Kris, motorized, no less. Come on, man. The Mobat is that's not the one that it was the Abram, was it? Mobat. Did I even spell that right? Shit, no. Mobat. Oh, that guy from that was like the original. I never had that one. Yeah, it's like what is that? Like a old Sherman? No, not a Sherman. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's not quite an Abram. Is it an Abram? Well, the Abram's been around since like the 60s, right? So would this have been modeled after the Abram? Everybody look up a Mobat. Anybody who's a real tank nut. Was this tank... Because G.I. Joe took all their inspiration from real world tanks, other than like that Cobra crazy ass tank. But like this G.I. Joe tank, was this just like an amalgamation of different tanks, or is it like legit like another tank? But yeah, I remember this tank. I never had this tank though. But yeah, I remember it was motorized. A friend of mine had this one. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Man. Reziel. Technically, it's Lady J, so the character spelling won't pull it up. Oh. James Kent. Are we meant to be painting in the color scheme of the thing that helps women piss standing up? No, clear your search from that device. Jesus H. No. G.I. Joe. Pick color schemes, or pick a bunch of color schemes, and, you know, do it, you know? Yeah. Oh, shit. Man, I don't know. Rezio, orange and blue fake digi camo, yeah. Yeah, with the other guy there. What the hell's he called? I don't remember what the hell he's called now. But yeah. Jeffers, I'm in Discord, but it's the old metal commander, and it looks awful. Oh, I wanted to see it. Hail Bob, Abrams is 80s. Mobat is cartoonized Abrams. It is a cartoonized Abrams. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Because I mean, like I used to have the, what the hell was it called for Cobra? It was based on the SR-71, but it wasn't exactly like the SR-71, but it was, you know, it looked pretty close. And the Tomcat was also, you know, very close to a Tomcat. What the Cobra plane, that was very close off of the A-10. I'm trying to think of some other crap. Oh, just about everything G.I. Joe was just based off of, you know, U.S. military, right? So, yeah. But anyway. Aaron Seach, Mobat is based off the American M60 tank. It's an M60 tank? Hail Bob. Well, more specifically, the MB-1070 program. Okay, well, I just really wanted to know if it was based off of the Abram, because it's kind of got the profile of an Abram, but not really. I don't know if they just adjusted it, because I know, like, the plane that was based off the SR-71, I can't remember what the heck, it was like the Raven something? Cobra Raven? Maybe it was just the Cobra Raven. It was a big giant plane for Cobra, and it was based off the SR-71, and it had the little drone that piggybacked and everything like that. It was an awesome toy. I used to love that thing. But its engines were not the same. It had the big boxy engines as opposed to big round engines like the SR-71. And yeah, so I know like they'll change it up, just probably, you know, so Hasbro didn't get their ass sued or anything like that, right? But anyway, David Vega, Kris, do you really watch G.I. Joe? You didn't know a lot of toys. Wait, Kris, did you really watch G.I. Joe? Did I really watch? I watched G.I. Joe. You don't know a lot of toys. No, I didn't. I only know the toys that I used to have. If I didn't have it, I mean, I wouldn't remember the name, and even now the names are pretty foggy. My God, man, that was 80, 82, 83 when I was into G.I. Joes. Come on, man. It's a long fucking time ago. Aaron Seach, my older brother is a diehard G.I. Joe collector, which is how I know that. Not to mention, G.I. Joe is my generation, too. Trencher, 1375. It's over 40 years ago they were on David Vega. Yeah, G.I. Joe? Yeah, the original G.I. Joe? Yeah. What, the original? Did they even redo G.I. Joe? I don't even know if they redid G.I. Joe. See, again, I don't know. Because, like, if anything, I would have been getting my son into this stuff, because I would have been nostalgic at the time when my son was young. And, I mean, he got into, like, Voltron and other stuff. But he also, you know, started getting into stuff that he liked. He liked Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And, you know, he liked all those things as well. So, you know, I had a little bit of influence in that regard, but otherwise he watched what entertained him and, what was on. I don't remember him being into G.I. Joe. Transformers and stuff, yeah. He's, we both still love G.I. Joe and stuff like that. Anyway. Did anybody watch that Netflix one? The Cybertron stuff? It's like a 3-parter. Or three chapter, I guess. Anyway, I enjoyed it so far. It was interesting. The art style is different. I like how it's a much darker story in Star Wars, in Transformers. Anyway. Aaron Siege, Cobra Jet's based on the SR-71 is the Night Raven. F-14 is the Sky Striker. Sky Striker, yeah. I used to have the Sky Striker. I had the Sky Striker way before because that was an older toy. But the Night Raven was a little bit later. And yeah, I used to have that one. The Barfing Sheep. There is nothing more satisfying than an A-10 Warthog going brrr. David Vega, not 40 years ago. Not 40 years ago? It's damn near. It's 30-some years ago. Anyway. Philip Yee, Cobra Rattler. Yeah, Cobra Rattler, that's it. Yeah, that was the A-10. Yeah. It wasn't an A-10. It was, and I remember that it had the panels on the side that you could put damage. So, like, it had, like, you could look at the engine parts, or you can swap that panel out, and it'd be, like, had bullet holes in it and everything like that. And, yeah, I used to like that. Yeah. Anyway. Old Man Logan. All I know is, as a kid, the Mobat was awesome. Lost the Steeler figure in the mud, though. One of my life regrets. Yeah, in my father's property, there's probably G.I. Joes littered within that yard. Because I used to play in the sand all the time, and and of course, and then the big one was all my Star Wars figures, because I used to love Return of the Jedi, so I'd always be digging Sarlacc pits everywhere, and and I'd have G.I. Joes dying in Sarlacc pits. Just total anarchy when I played. David Vega. Yes, they remake G.I. Joe. Really bad, though. Oh, they did? Okay. Aaron Seach. G.I. Joe cartoons are streamed on YouTube Live. Okay. Jeffers. My house is infested with Pokemon. Daughter loves it. My daughter right now, she's all about Yu-Gi-Oh. Not Yu-Gi-Oh? No, Naruto. Yu-Gi-Oh. Fuck. Naruto. She even bought the headband thing. Now, mind you, my kids are not little kids anymore, so... Yeah, she kind of gets her shit from me, I think. She might. I don't know. Oh, man. John J. Gadzooks. It's the monkeys. Hey, y'all. Hey, John J. David Vega. Netflix Transformers was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next chapter. I like how, it's a different play on, and it's a much darker story on, the whole, Autobot versus Decepticon thing. And, they're still keeping with, the original, how they looked in the cartoon kind of thing. I like that. Especially like with the last Bumblebee movie, the last Transformers movie. I liked how the CG, how they did all the Transformers. Like they looked more like Generation 1, but a little mix of a bit of the Michael Bay stuff as well. The aesthetic that was there, that was created there. The aesthetic in the Michael Bay films, it really did not do it for me. They were a little overly complex, and just too much doodads going on, and they should have went for Generation 1 look, or just updating it, or you know what I mean, like, the only one who worked in those original films, or those first films I should say, was Optimus Prime. He was the only one who mostly looked like his Generation 1 version. Because even like Megatron was a real big departure, and but anyway, Jabba's Left Nut. G.I. Joe was a pussy. Action Man was the real toy soldier. Rubber grip and eagle eyes. With the Kung Fu grip. This is Kung Fu grip, by the way. I don't know of any Kung Fu master who has the Kung Fu grip. Now, mind you, I don't know a lot of Kung Fu masters. I don't know if I know one. Anyway. Oh, man. David Vega. I'm a collector of figs. Love the toys. Yeah, the old G.I. Joes, yeah. I have nothing from my childhood in that regards. I don't have any of my Star Wars, Transformers, G.I. Joes, Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. Mind you, even like some of my old Warhammer stuff and things of that nature, I don't have, because I purge every once in a while, just because my shelves get full of crap, and I'm just like, I'm never gonna get to this. Get rid of it, right? And last time I purged, not the last time I purged, but when I decided to streamline, collecting an army, because I was all over the place collecting armies way back in the day. Right since Rogue Trader, I had Space Marines and Eldar, orcs, and all sorts of stuff. And it was at some point, I can't remember when the hell it was really, but I got rid of my Tau, I got rid of my Tyranids, and the resources I got from there, selling off all that stuff, went to purchasing my Phantom Titan, and so basically reinvest, right? Anyway, Reziel, my mom made me sell my G.I. Joes. Yes, I lived the cliche. I was a big Storm Shadow fan. You know what? I wasn't really a big Storm Shadow fan. Or Snake Eyes. And honestly, Snake Eyes, I really did not get the appeal of Snake Eyes. Honestly. He didn't say shit. Everybody talked about how badass he was. It's kind of like Boba Fett in Star Wars. Everybody talks about how badass Boba Fett is, and Boba Fett doesn't do really fuck all in the movies. So why is he a badass? You know what I mean? Like Han Solo takes him out accidentally, and he dies in a pit. You know what I mean? And yeah, come on. And I'm talking about movies. I'm not talking about the books and stories, background material, because apparently that all got disregarded and, whatever. Because, it can. And, don't be precious about those things, essentially, right? But yeah, I never understood why, Boba Fett, he's a badass. The same with Storm Shadow, or not Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes, badass. Anyway. Hail Bop. There may be enough named Joes with schemes that would work for the 25 power level. Oh, definitely. You could do 25 power level. What's that approximately in points? That's probably close to 1,000 points or 500 points. 25 power level. 25 power level's got to be about 500 points, right? Yeah, you totally could do one Scion per Joe character. Totally. It's got to be at least 500 G.I. Joe characters, at least. I would guess. I have no idea. That's a guess. But yeah. Anyway. Holy crap, what time are we at here? Holy cramoles, it's already 20 after 1. Jeez. Where am I? Trencher, 1375. Okay, David Vega, 38 years ago. I think the point still stands. Yeah, it was a long time ago. And my memory is not quite what it used to be. Reziel, Transformers Prime is really good in my opinion. It's a kid show for sure, but still cool. Yeah, definitely. I hate Bayformers. Bumblebee movie did it much better. Yes, definitely. Bumblebee was a stronger film, and for me, I think Bumblebee being more like a prequel to those movies works, but I would like to see it more like a reboot. I think Bumblebee should be treated more like a reboot and give us what we saw in like Bumblebee. Do that, but more of that. Better characters, better story, better. And of course, give me Transformers that look like Generation 1 Transformers. Now, damn it, give it to me now. That's what she said. I said that for any of you guys could say it. So, Jeffers, Generation 1 Transformers, just way better. Not the babe rubbish. Soundwave being a cassette player was so cool. Yeah, well, they never really explain the change in mass of a Transformer, right? Because Soundwave, he could change into a cassette player, but he was this big fuck-off robot. And same with Megatron, right? Because there's, even like in Transformers the movie, Megatron transforms into a gun and Starscream wields him. So either, so if you could have that change in mass, then why couldn't the cassettes that come out of Soundwave, how come they couldn't be big like Soundwave if they were just small little cassettes, right? What is the rationale in the change in mass You know what I mean? Like for these things, you know, like why did Megatron change into a little wee pistol and then change back into a big fuck off robot, right? They never told us why. Why did these things happen? David Vega. I own the DVD complete series, so still watch from time to time and on YouTube for free of G.I. Joe. Yeah. Tippity Toppers. The Kung Fu grip is only used in secret while Googling Scarlet Feet. It's not in secret. Hail Bob, like 500. Yeah, it's got to be like 500 G.I. Joe characters, right? Raziel, some of the G.I. Joe Marvel comics from back in the day are sweet. There was a really cool story with Snake Eyes and Stalker. Which one's Stalker? Anyway. David Vega, the real Snake Eyes is dead in the comic books. Oh. So there's a fake Snake Eyes? Hail Bop, yeah, it's like 500 points, give or take, for the smallest recommended battle size. Patrol, I think it is called. Yeah, Patrol, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. 25 power level is boat. Yeah, 500 points. I'm taking a guess there. It's been a while since I've compared power levels. I was just thinking, like, you know, a unit of Space Marines is like, what, 4 power level for 5 guys or something like that? So, anyway. Trencher 1375, dead in the comic books, turned evil in the Center Sun run and the whole Luke Captain America package. Okay. They replaced him with 2 other Snake Eyes as well. We see how it works out. Okay. Rezio, they explained the Transformers mass displacement in some of the modern-ish comics. Okay, well, what is it? What's the mass displacement then? Why? Why does Megatron in the cartoons transform into a small pistol and then back to a big robot? Why doesn't he just transform into a big fuck off pistol and fire big fuck off bullets or laser beams or whatever the fuck, right? Like, why does he change mass at all? Like, at least when you got into the second generation of Transformers with like Galvatron, at least Galvatron turned into this big cannon tank thing, right? He's Cybertronian cannon tank thing. So he wasn't a gun. He wasn't a real world object, right? So, yeah. Anyway. we're getting really nerdy, nosebleedy type of topics here. And we've been on this, holy shit, we've been on this topic for a while. But you guys keep commenting, so I'm just going to keep reading this shit. Anyway. Jeffers, the issue with Star Wars and Transformers is that people hold these original settings and expect movies to keep in that setting like when they were kids. Sure. But that's assuming that these things are made for you, right? To continue to keep properties viable, they have to have influxes of new people. It has to attract a new audience. That's why they change. James of Kent, there's a Netflix show called The Toys That Made Us with an episode about Transformers. Explains a lot about some of the dodgier design choices. What, like Megatron's, when he like the original Megatron, he transformed and his cock was the trigger? Like, that's not a metaphor at all, right? When Megatron like when you transformed your original Megatron, yeah, the trigger was his cock. And you put there and you move his cock back and forth. I mean, like, you know. And of course, he's a gun. He's the bad guy. And his dick is the trigger. Like, you know, so many metaphors can be drawn from that. There's so many different ways you could go with that idea. You know what I mean? And there's all sorts of it's too funny. It's too funny. I used to love the meme that was the artwork for the old Megatron, and it's hard to be a good guy when you transform into a fucking gun. Yeah. Anyway, where am I? Trencher 1375. Stalkers Generation 1 G.I. Joe with the figure line. A black Hispanic guy. Mustache looks a bit like Lando, probably completely by accident. No, I don't remember Stalker. Mr. Pilak. That's why he turned into Galvatron. Oh, that's why? No, he turned into Galvatron because of Unicron. Trencher. Stalker had a cool figure though. Vietnam era camo and beret. David Vega. Minicons are Minicon. What? Minicons are Minicon. What? Megatron is not a Minicon. That's why. You just said a bunch of things there, little kid. What? Hold on. Read that fucking sentence over again. Minicons are Minicon. Minicons are Minicon. Megatron is not a Minicon. That's why. What? David, I'm sorry. You're going to have to explain yourself on that one because I don't understand any of that. Rezio. It's advanced technology they use. It's advanced technology they use seemingly for shits and giggles as part of disguise experiments. It apparently takes ridiculously too much power, and they mostly abandon it. For the fact that they can change mass? That doesn't explain that. That's not an explanation. Is that the kind of weak-ass explanations we accepted when we were kids? Really? Well, no wonder why there's a whole generation of idiots running around. We accepted that kind of bullshit explanation for something. Come on, you can't even give us good sci-fi? Like, you can't even ground it in some sort of logical reasoning? James and Kent. Also, Megatron was a bastard to transform. Yes, he was. That was. Yeah. I can remember always having difficulty bringing his two legs back together. Oh, and keeping his head from not falling out. Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, where am I here? Tippity Toppers. Big Pincer Bug Megatron was my favorite. Pincer Bug? Big Pincer Bug Megatron was my favorite. I don't remember. Big Pincer Bug. Yeah. Again, you're talking about shit that came out much later and I was not into, and it was before I had kids. So because that's the only time I got back into like all this kind of stuff was when my son was becoming older, and I was like, ooh, this is G.I. Joe. Ooh, you're gonna want the, and I think he used to play with G.I. Joes because there were still G.I. Joes at the time. Because I can remember buying him G.I. Joes, but they were like crazy ass G.I. Joe things. I don't remember what they were. But yeah, he was big into Voltron. I got him the big lion set and everything like that. He loved that. Anyway. Evan Flo. My little brother in the 70s decided that a fuzzy head on my Kung Fu Grip G.I. Joe would be great to teeth on. By the time I got it away from him, Joe looked like he had mane. Just hair. He was going through leukemia treatments. Trencher 1375. I had a comic as a kid where the Transformers travel to a distant planet and the inhabitants look like humans but turn into Transformers. That turns into the heads of other Transformers. Wow, fuck, this sounds like an acid trip, man. What? You guys are starting to freak me out, man. Whoa, slow down. What? Rezio. That reminds me of He-Man. Oh, He-Man figs. Yeah, He-Man. I used to have He-Man as well. Mossman was covered in that fuzz. Yeah, Mossman and the skunk, because I used to have the skunk one as well. And I can't remember what the Stinkor, I think it was. Anyway, yeah. He-Man. I used to have tons of He-Man. I used to have Castle Grayskull. Yeah. I never had Snake Mountain, though. But I had Castle Grayskull. And a whole bunch of He-Mans. I just love He-Man. Like, love. To this day. Anyway, Raziel, there's a larger story around Megatron's gun form, Kris, but I'd have to explain an entire comic miniseries here. Sure. Don't. Dave Vega. Transformers Minicon line are the tapes from Soundwave Wheelie from the movie. Oh, okay. They're small guys. Right, but if you can have those little mini Transformers, but you can have a big Transformer who transforms into a little thing, right? Soundwave into a tape recorder, Megatron into a gun, right? But if you have small Transformers, how come they can't transform into something bigger or smaller? And the other one that was always, every time we see it in the show, it was like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Is Astro Train, the triple changer, and he transforms into this shuttle, Right? He transforms into a train and then transforms into a shuttle, and everybody fits inside him. But he transforms and he's a normal dude. But then they had like the Transformers, who are big city fuck off dudes, right? Like Omega Supreme, and he's a massive dude. So does he transform into a little dude when he wants, or does he always stay a big dude, or can he be even bigger? Could he be big planet-sized? Like same with Unicron. Could Unicron he be a big fuck off planet and then transform into a small little thing? Like they don't explain this whole size. How can they transform and become different size? Like it's just come on. Trencher 1375. They were called headmasters, I think. LOL. Yeah, and then of course, then they wonder why we have a whole generation of people who will accept bullshit explanations for things and have oral fixations about getting blowjobs. All right, I mean, come on, Jeffers. Don't start on He-Man. The number of sexual innuendos in that show. Come on, Fisto. Yeah, Fisto. Oh, Ram Man. Come on, I used to have Ram Man. He was great. I loved him because he just boonk and he just knocked shit over. He was great for just knocking other He-Mans over. He-Mans and G.I. Joes and Transformers and Ninja Turtles and all of them. Everything. Oh shit. Reziel, Minicons got introduced around the time of Transformers Armada Energon. It was a weird time. Yeah, it sounds like it. Sounds like it was a fucking acid trip for sure. Mr. Pilak, where did Prime's trailer come from? Every time he changed into the truck. Yeah, I know. And you watch like Robot Chicken, and he transforms, and it comes in. Right? Yeah. Like, come on, reasons, right? Oh shit. Damn monkey scared the shit out of me there. Aspiringly. Thank you for following Aspiringly. Aspiringly? Anyway. Mr. Pilak, where did Prime's trailer come? Oh yeah, we already read that one. Rezio, Astro Train uses mass displacement as well. Of course. They all do. I mean, like, you're not telling me why it's occurring. Every Transformer you can think of with even minor size alterations were retconned to be using that mass displacement tech in some form in the comics. Sure. But why does it occur? How does it occur and why does it occur? Right? Like like, come on. Like I said, a whole generation of people who just accept these bullshit reasons for things. Come on. Want smarter sci-fi than that, right? Reziel, Trapjaw. Yeah, Trapjaw. Used to have Trapjaw. I used to love that little Trap. Yeah. Dude, Vega, it was a cartoon, right? Yeah. Reziel, is your name Evelyn or Evelyn? It's Evelyn. It's Evelyn, man. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Let's do an email. I don't think we have too many to do today. I don't think's. Do I think's? I don't think's. No, I don't think so. Cool. And that's the way we're going to keep it. So, if you're wearing headphones, turn them up or down, because here it comes. Yeah. Email time. It's email time. This one is from our good buddy Legion Miniatures. Hello, Kris and Monkeys. I have 2 more touched up salamanders to share. Both were painted around 3 to 4 years ago. Back then, I mostly painted the models in base colors, then doused them in neon oil and sprinkled in some highlights. They looked okay, but I wanted them to stand out more. They are character models after all. So I touched up all the metallics, added some color gradients, and made some smooth highlights. Best regards from Germany, Legion Miniatures. And so, what the hell? What the hell? Come on. What the F? What the actual F? Whoop. Clicking wrong buttons here. Sorry. Oh, I hate when this does that. What is my email? Do you must be this one. Yep, it was that one. Now you can tell how many times I hit the keyboard. Oops. So I guess you can probably guess how many characters my password is. Now, if you were brute forcing it, there we go. How long do you think that many characters? How long do you think it would take to break my password? All right, so I'm going to assume the one on the right is the photo from. Oh yeah, I can see the difference. Yes, definitely. You definitely touched it up. Yeah. And you know what? Like, all the time, you guys, you hear me harp on about, laying down a nice smooth base coat. Doesn't have to be perfect the first time out, especially when, you're new at the hobby. But you can always come in and add more. Now, obviously, you built on top of your previous work, right? You didn't, strip it and repaint it, right? I'm going to assume that it's... Yeah, you worked on top of it. I'm just doing a wow, couldn't even spit that out for a second. I'm just having a quick look. I'm kind of like looking at both images really fast, and I'm seeing if I can see the same brushstroke on points, just to see if you just simply built on top, or if you stripped it and started over, or you totally re-base coated it and did it. But I'm going to suspect that you just put more color on top, or maybe not. I don't know. Hard to say. I'd be very interested to know if you just simply added your highlights on top, or did you really kind of just build it all up again? Because the OSL on the eye, it looks pretty darn close. It looks like you touched up the metals, cleaned it up a bit, but you pretty much left the OSL as is, and it looks like you just added in the yellow and the white in the highlight of the eye lens. Yeah, it looks like you just really redefined things. Cleaned up really nice. Don't get me wrong. But yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's... Wait, am I on the right screen? Yeah, I'm on the right screen. Yeah. Oh, yeah, really nice work on the staff. Just reestablishing all that color. Sharpening up and defining things. I see you got rid of the eye lens glare. And you said this was about 4 or 5 years ago? Really nice work. Yeah, like I said, if you're new to this hobby, yeah, just lay a nice smooth base coat down. Just start mastering that, because you can always come back 3 or 4 or 5, whatever many years later, and whatever new tricks you've picked up, you incorporate into your old paint jobs, and you just pick up where you left off, kind of thing, right? But yeah, I dig it, man. And definitely, there is an improvement in your mastery of laying down a nice smooth color. I like the work on the hands and the armor. I like your work on there. I'm looking at the hand that we see, like the back of the hand. Yeah, I like that. I like that transition you got going on in the armor, like in the feet, the helmet. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you've definitely improved. You cannot say that you have not improved, but definitely. Really nice work. Awesome, Legion. Thank you for sending that in. Awesome stuff. Yeah. Didn't we do... I think we did that one last week, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just... A couple of these things I think I did from last week, didn't I? I thinks. I don't know. I guess Star Wars. What time are we at here? Holy camolies, we got 19 minutes left of the show. Where am I here in these comments? Trencher1375, you ask me, the Transformers franchise missed out on a great new character, Optimus Prime's cousin. Conrad Prime, which changes into Optimus Prime's trailer, he usually hangs back. That's a long way to get to that joke. Jeffers, don't forget Whiplash. Whiplash, yeah. Legion, yeah, I painted over the old paint job. Okay, yeah, so you just added more color, right? Because, again, when you are relatively new at this hobby, and if you're concentrating on, just laying down a nice smooth base coat on the model, you can always come back and shade and add highlights and things like that when you're more comfortable with it. You know what I mean? It's just a learning progression, and don't push certain things before they're ready, because see, the thing is that when you have not developed the fine motor skills to achieve certain things which are necessary for you to achieve a certain look, you become discouraged. Now, you shouldn't let that bother you. I can say that, but it's harder to implement that. It's easier said than done kind of thing, right? Don't let it bother you. And everybody's different on how they kind of, let these setbacks, if they're setbacks really, but, and move forward and stay enthusiastic about, what you're doing, right? And of course, the mentality is, don't let your failures get you down. See them as opportunities to grow and learn, right? That's key for always moving forward. Do not let those things hold you back, in all aspects of life, right? And, painting is the same way, and that's why when I'm harping on about the 3 fundamentals, that base coat is very important. Because when you've really mastered laying down a nice, smooth, even, thin base coat onto a model, yeah, everything else starts to click into place. And, that's why it's very important, because as you master laying that base coat down and you've done, say, 500 models, and by 501, you realize that when you thin the color down at this particular fashion with this amount of water or medium or both, it acts like this, and when I do this and I lay it on the model, it looks like this, and you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden the highlighting and the glazing all of a sudden start to click in, and you realize that, oh, okay. And then when you start getting into dry brushing, getting a nice smooth base coat, when I dry brush it looks too chalky when my brush strokes are apparent on the surface. That's why it looks super chalky, right? All these things become apparent after you start mastering laying down a nice smooth base coat. So that should always be your first earlier goal in this hobby. Do not let it discourage you when you are failing at it initially. Accept it, but learn from those mistakes and be consistent in how you paint. That means how you gather the paint from the paint pot or dropper bottle, whatever. Always work from a palette. I often use a sacrifice brush to gather my paint. I don't ever use my detail brushes to draw paint from the paint pots. I always use another brush. When in the videos, whenever you see me drawing paint, it's always I can't reach it from here, but it's my shade wash brush, because it's got nice long bristles, and I just gather my paint, and I know with the length of those bristles, and when I draw, I grab my paint out of the paint pot. It's always from the lip of the lid, and I always draw about a couple millimeters in, and I know how much paint that is, and I lay it on my palette. And when I'm doing ratios of mixtures, I know when I draw that certain amount that I'm going to get consistent results. And consistency, right, is the path to mastery. Consistency is the path to mastery. And that's all it takes. Is just be consistent about it. Do it every day. Do it every day. Do it every time you sit down, right? Just develop that consistency. And you don't have to shoot for the rainbow right now, because you can always build to it. But as long as you've built upon a solid foundation, that's why it's the fundamentals, because it's the foundation. And once you've built upon that, you can start developing other things, and you can become better, become more efficient. But don't let your failures set you back. Don't overthink it, and don't get lost in your head. Just, okay, What happened? How did I fail at this? Well, I was using too much water. I was, my brush wasn't clean up. Whatever it was, right? And when you're consistent, you can always track down. You can always troubleshoot your issues. When you're consistent, you can always figure out where you went awry, right? That's why I'm always harping on about these things, is because if you want to become a much better painter, a much more confident painter, mastering your abilities, consistency. Jeez Louise. Demon Monkey Butt. The monkey scream scared the shit out of me again. PFK Painting. Thank you for the follow. PFK? PFK. I'm not even trying to figure out what the PFK is. But thank you for the follow. Thank you. So yeah, these are the things that are going to build you into a much more confident and skillful and efficient painter. Now, does it happen overnight? No. Because, everybody's different in regards to how much time they get to practice, right? Some people can practice every day. Some people can only practice, on the weekends. Some people can do it, on their days off, and they work weird schedules, and you know what I mean. Like, so everybody's different. Everybody's not going to progress at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, so because life comes first, real life comes first. This is a hobby, right? For most of us, like 99.9% of us, this is a hobby, and it should be treated as such. It should be your time of joy, and and relaxation, and resetting the clock, as it were, right? Because some of us lead stressful lives. We have family, we have school, we have this and that, we have all these things we're juggling, and then all we're looking forward to is that, a couple hours on the weekend to sit down and play with our little plastic dude men, and, get into the nitty gritty, and, and sit here and talk about fucking G.I. Joes and shit like that, right? We're supposed to be having a laugh and enjoying ourselves, for God's sakes, people. We're supposed to be enjoying this. It shouldn't be stressful. And so if the painting is getting you down, you got to reevaluate what's going on in your real life, right? Before you can sit down and, and of course, it's build on those fundamentals. Kris is always harping on about the fundamentals. You got to build on them. Where the hell am I? Trencher 1375. What do you think of new Primaris Marines? Do you think it would be possible to have an army of just Primaris Marines? Oh, definitely. Totally do it right now. If you got the Dark Imperium box and the new Indominus box set, you got a big ass army. Big ass army. Like, not just an army of big asses, but also an army of big ass. But yeah, oh yeah. And do I like Primaris Marines? I like Primaris Marines. I like big chunky Marines, man. I like them better than the original Marines. They make the original Marines just look like crap, really. Honestly, yeah. I'm looking at because I got boxes of like Devastators and Chaos Marines and Stern Guard. I've got plastic Stern Guard. I've got a couple boxes of them. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna probably get rid of them because. They don't compare to Primaris Marines. Primaris Marines look really cool, So, yeah, I like Primaris Marines. I don't care what you say. James Kent, my wife came into the room as you were talking about smooth base coats. She thinks the show has been all about painting. Yeah. Good timing on Kris's part, right? Meanwhile, we're all talking about Lady Jane peeing, G.I. Joe. Yeah, we're talking a lot of G.I. Joe and Transformers and size transference, right? It really is kind of funny how a lot of these early properties, G.I. Joe and Transformers, stuff like that, how a lot of, it was geared towards, largely a male audience, and how a lot of the things are all about, male fantasy, young boy fantasy, right? So it's kind of funny. Anyway. Mr. Pilak, I've been doing this hobby for 30 years and I'm still failing. It's part of the fun though. Learning to grow and always finding new ways to do something is for me exciting. Definitely. Oh, definitely. And there's always something new. And, I even at my own, level of whatever's, sometimes I get excited about stuff, and it's not so much technique or products, particular type of models or paints or brushes or anything like that. I don't get particularly excited about those things. But the exploration of color, talking about, doing a color scheme, just borrowing G.I. Joes and transforming them into color schemes for whatever, right? Imagine a Tyranid army painted like, a Cobra Commander, right? How would that look? What would that be, It's inspired by. It doesn't have to be a literal translation. It doesn't have to be a one-to-one translation of it. It can be inspired by. When you immediately look at it, you go, oh, that's what that reminds me. And, oh, yeah, that's because we were talking about Sons of Medusa. Because the Sons of Medusa color scheme for Space Marines, it reminded me of Sci-Fi, the character from G.I. Joe. And, yeah. And that's how we got on this whole wacky-ass train of thought. It's wacky-ass. Whatever wacky-ass is. It's whack. Word. Disco Duke, there he is, late to the party. Hi, Kris. Hi, Disco Duke. Geez, it's been a while since I've read that name in the chat. I've been watching your stuff on Instagram though, but yeah, nice to see you. Jeffers, unleash the monkeys. That was the sign. That's a sign, all right. Anyway, James Kent. Shh, she's still there. Oh. We were talking about G.I. Joe's peeing standing up. And why there's mass displacement in Transformers. Holy fuck, we're nerds. Tippity toppers, bad backs, and things like that can make it hard to paint, but if you can turn a little gray man into a little colorful man and make laser noises, then it is worth it. Definitely. And yeah, I realize that. Yeah, bad back. Some people who who have difficulty holding, like they have like the tremors, or they have a condition that they can't, they don't have the motor skill to precisely do it. Yeah, I kind of, I wish I had better solutions for when people ask me those questions. People who have like the jitters, or and like conditions where obviously like the fine motor control is difficult. They want to do these things, but and it's difficult. And yeah, I really wish I had a really great answer for those. I wish I had a really good solution. I don't know. Maybe one day when I'm in that boat, maybe I'll figure it out, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I get really jittery when I'm hungry because my sugars are getting low, and I get really kind of. Jabba's Left Nut always calls me Ozzy Osbourne, but fucking jerk. But it's one of those things, and I find it, and especially when I'm in my office here and I'm working and I'm filming stuff, and I have to like regulate I eat breakfast by a certain point, I have lunch by a certain point, I've got to do those things by certain points. I got to stay within my schedule, because it's nothing more inconvenient than trying to get painting done, and I'm not feeling it. I'm jittery, and I'm I'm just, yeah. So that's why I live a kind of regimented life in many aspects. I consider the painting. I pretty regular about it. Eating, many things. I'm just very strict in those regards. Silent 82 Hill. Kris, spelt my name wrong. Do you have your own pile of shame with models? Is it big? It's kind of a personal question. Yeah, it is. Pile of shame? Oh, it's huge. I've got from the floor right to the ceiling, I've got boxes of pile of shame. My whole Eldar army